I got my words coming out of me. Hell, my hair is a symbol of right now how I feel. I mean, what's going through my mind just struck out, sticking out, and not well put together. It's out there. Nipsey Hussle is dead. I miss Nipsey Hussle and definitely big shout out to Nipsey Hussle. Rest in peace. Emotionally, I'm gonna talk about just emotional stuff. I'll talk about more stuff, the facts of what's going on tomorrow, because Nipsey Hussle is gone now. A great man that was here helping out his community, and I was thinking so much. I was talking about him almost every other week about how he opened up his Crenshaw and his marathon store Crenshaw to show their fashion, which was giving back money to his neighborhood and open up a healthy food restaurant. Even TMZ was talking about that. Said people said he's the smartest rapper out right now. No one can touch Nipsey Hussle. In many ways, a lot of ways. Simple as this, it is what it is. The truth is, there was no one like Nipsey Hussle. Someone said I cannot compare Nipsey Hussle to anyone. One of the people he personally knew after one of the first people who got interviewed on the news right after when he died immediately. I think it was Sunday or Monday. No, yeah, Sunday when he got shot and killed. He said, I cannot compare him to anyone else. It's just unfathomable to compare him to anyone else. Nipsey Hussle's his own person. He's definitely not like any other person. Yeah, he may say slang this and slang that and all the other stuff, but man, Nipsey Hussle was Nipsey Hussle was doing, I mean this in a good way, doing a lot. Nipsey Hussle was, I'm gonna say, I mean this in a good way. I mean this in a good way. He was doing too much for the community, and that's what we need, is someone to do more than what everyone else is doing. Not even Tupac. No offense to Tupac. God rest his soul. Rest in peace, Tupac forever. But yeah, he was getting back to the community by saying the truth and making people feel good, and definitely helped anyone he met in his path. But he wasn't giving back like Nipsey Hussle was by making the store, which showed their fashion, their culture, and what they feel, them give them a strong something to finally feel like we matter, to have our fashion be put in our community, have our community be put on the map in our community. Now other people are knowing about it, which is the bonus. But now the fact that he died in front of his marathon clothing store is just terrible, when he was doing something good for the community by just simply showing their fashion for their fashion. But now, uh, also, he opened up a healthy food restaurant in his neighborhood for people who could afford it. Made it very affordable, not cheap, affordable, and that's the shame. No, Nipsey Hussle's gone now. He made everyone feel good. I looked up to Nipsey Hussle. Like I said, not necessarily looked up to him, but I felt something great when I heard the more steps, the more revolution. I feel like Nipsey Hussle could have led a revolution. He's taking his people to the next step with his. This was clothing store alone. It actually it was a smart store that actually had this app. You can actually see all the stuff you couldn't see, actually words and letters, and actually even some pieces of his songs and mixtapes. Actually hear the words, see the words to his mixtape, and the writing's on the wall. Nipsey Hussle's gone, and and the stuff he did, but just always telling his community the truth. He was putting out a documentary about this person who might be lying about having the cures for all these diseases that never been cured, like AIDS and syphilis. And AIDS has already had a cure. See me saying this guy was lying. I say might be lying because the document's not put out yet. But I wouldn't be surprised. They already had a cure. People said there's always been a cures for these diseases, AIDS and everything else. Only certain private people can buy them. This is not about. I'm not gonna talk about racism. I'm talking about classism. But I will mention a little bit that race played a part while he was helping his people out. He was helping everyone, helping his people out to motivate them to live a better life, and he got through by making more success. And it's not just with his raps, but everything he was doing. He was selling mixtapes. He never put out any albums, and that was just wonderful. He finally put out an album, but all the stuff that was happening, he was faced with: should I go sign to a major record label, should I stay independent? And here's what he did: no, what I'll stay independent, but I'm gonna make my own record label, and that was great. So many people he could have met and signed and helped out his own community in the Rolling 60 neighborhood. Hell, Big U, I was gonna say this to a friend of mine, but Big U was talking a lot about Nipsey Hussle. Actually, the very first interview I saw of the homie Big U, Big U is a former gang member who helps communities defuse gang situations by getting other former gang members to talk this out. and help it go away. Solution, no, defuse, minimize the gang violence. And Big U was talking highly of Nipsey Hussle. Well, I honestly the whole interview, but the very first time I saw Big U, actually the first time I heard about him was actually another interview with another rapper who's also a gang member. Then I saw Big U's interview saying Nips, it was, one of the things that was titled was talking about Nipsey Hussle in the title in the thumbnail, and also in the thumbnail was talking about Nipsey Hussle. And Big U has also been posting a lot of videos about Nipsey Hussle after he passed away. This is almost 2 weeks right now. This is Wednesday right now. Tomorrow's gonna be Thursday. And Nipsey Hussle's gone, and Big U gave a lot to him. A lot of Big U had a lot to say about Nipsey Hussle, and that's good. A person like him would give a lot to say a lot about a man named Nipsey Hussle. He was definitely giving back. You know, Nipsey Hussle was a young man. No offense to Big U, but no, definitely no offense to Big U, but Big U was like, he's an elderly, he's an OG, retired OG. He's a gang member, not a gang banger, but that's a lot to give credit to Nipsey Hussle to. And everyone's behind Nipsey Hussle. He's doing a lot for the community. He's gone, but he's not left us. He's with us in spirit. He's gone, but he hasn't truly left us. We're gonna feel him. We're gonna see him. We're gonna seek him. Like, he could be at any place, at any time, watching over someone closely, touching someone's shoulder. Put their hand on their shoulder, and say, "You can do it. You can do it. You can motivate. You can do it. I'm here to motivate you. I believe in you. Do better in yourself." And that's just wonderful to hear. Nipsey Hussle still around in some kind of way spiritually. He's floating around. But where is he? We don't know. But he's motivating many people. A lot of people have, even gang members from different gang neighborhoods have come together to have a march and a for his memorial. It's just great. But a lot of things have been left behind now that he's gone. But the impact he's had is not going to go away. It's going to stay here. And I'm still going to feel his impact. He was definitely a self-made businessman, and it shows the power of a black man. Also, Nipsey Hussle was dad's from Africa, so he is African, and that's great because, a little bit, I was definitely helping the black community unite with our African brothers. At least what it would have, but it's still going to happen now. Just that Nipsey Hussle is not going to be held around to be up close and personal with it in the land of the living to do it, to help this. But his motivation is going to keep motivating me. I was looking up to Nipsey Hussle so much. Like I said, every other week I was talking about him. I feel like he was definitely bridging the gap, becoming a true gentleman. Not saying he wasn't, but like, let's show G's to gents. Like, I feel like he was gonna be like, maybe like reach like Farnsworth Bentley, the first gentleman of hip hop. Nipsey Hussle had a lot to offer, and he didn't even move out of his community. He was always telling the truth and keeping his people awake to the dark side and how they don't want black people, African Americans, to thrive. Even Mexican people looked up to him. He was definitely motivating them, even though he wasn't trying to. But he wasn't saying, "I don't want you to not be motivated. I want you simply, if you feel success from hearing something wonderful to give you success, be successful." And definitely help your community. Nipsey Hussle was definitely doing that. He helped a lot of people, and a lot of rappers looked up to him. And he left his baby mama behind, Lauryn Hill, but she's still gonna thrive. But right now, she's just going through a lot. She's trying to have a good smile on her face, but it's not easy what she's going through. Lauryn Hill, I feel for you. I respect you. I say this word: you will pull through, and you will keep succeeding. Don't give up. Keep going. But it will not be easy. Losing a level will never be an easy task. Much respect to Lauryn Hill, and much respect to everyone in Nipsey Hussle's life. His kids, his parents, his dad, especially in my opinion, I give a lot of respect to every all family members he had, especially to his dad. His dad being an immigrant from a different country, I like that. He pulled through. He was son of an immigrant and living in a hood, in a ghetto neighborhood, and he pulled through. He was part of a gang, but he was still helping out his community. Black people, let's just help each other out. If someone's coming outside to your neighborhood to help you out and you feel afraid, stick your hand down and ask him, "What are you here for? And how can we help you?" And let's help him. Stick your hand out. Don't let an outside source come in. Help your own community. But if someone from your community who's the same race as you, we know people of color, my people, are struggling. So let's help each other. And of course, even some Mexicans. I hope you like this video. I hope I motivate you Mexicans too, and Latinos, not just Mexicans. And No Nipsey Hussle motivate a lot of people, and he's definitely inspiring people the right way to take the right course of action to help people out. Much respect, Nipsey Hussle. Rest in peace, and may you still rest in peace. I believe in you, Nipsey Hussle. In some kind of way, you're still with me. Well, you're not with me right now. I hope you're watching over me eventually, sooner or later. And I hope you're with me in spirit. I hope I feel your shoulder touch. If I don't feel it, it's good to know that I still imagined a great man touching my shoulder. That's touching me to touch someone else and shine. Help me shine. But you're Nipsey Hussle. I'm not Nipsey Hussle. I'm not Xavier. I'm Xavier Gamble. I'm not Nipsey Hussle. I'm just a man who's motivated by a great man named Nipsey Hussle. Keep pushing forward, the African Americans, and everyone just care and shake your hands and be woke to help each other out and know the truth. But unfortunately, a personal issue. This personal person killed him, but there's a lot of things being unveiled. They'll talk about more stuff tomorrow about the cases and the facts. But Nipsey Hussle, I will miss you. Peace out. African and proud, African American and great. African people, all African people of the African diaspora, black people, we got the same African DNA. Our skin color shows it on the outside and on the inside, especially the outside. United African people, black people. Black is wonderful. It will unite us. We will be like coffee beans. You get us, you mix us up. You get some great coffee. We'll be inside your system. That will keep you awake and keep you wonderful. Bye.